There are some things you need to know if you want to grow long hair. Most of these things are not talked about enough. And that is because we think they don't matter, but they actually do. In fact, they are very, very important. Few days ago, I was asking myself, why is it that natural hair content creators don't talk about these things as much as they talk about how to detangle your hair, how to moisturize your hair, how to grow your hair, product to use, and all of that. I think it's because people look at these things as things that are not important, but they've helped me a lot in my hair growth journey. In fact, not knowing those things were one of the reasons my hair was stuck at same length for 5 years. The moment I discovered them, everything changed. I have also discovered that there are a lot of people that are facing these issues in the natural hair community and they don't even know about it. I discovered that through the people that I'm doing one-on-one session with on how to grow their hair. A lot of them have these problems, but they don't even know that this is what they are going through. This is what is delaying their hair growth and keeping their hair in same length. I'm going to be discussing some of these things with you while moisturizing my hair. Before I forget, let me quickly tell you guys that I have changed my moisture routine a little. I have gone back to my old ways of moisturizing my hair. I mentioned that my hair is behaving very funny this period. So I went back to my old videos to watch what I was doing differently from now. And I discovered that one of the major changes I have in my hair growth routine is my moisture routine. I also compared the way my hair grew then to now and my hair health to now. And from my comparison, I think before was actually better compared to now. I know there are a lot of medical issues now that is actually affecting my hair. But again, the way my hair and my scalp is behaving is a little bit funny. So I'm going to go back to my previous moisture routine, the way I started when I started my hair growth journey. I'll go back to it and see if there's going to be any difference compared to the last 6 to 8 months that I changed my routine. So it is my old way of moisturizing my hair that you're going to see me doing in the video while I talk about the things I have to talk about. Please just like this video if you learn anything from it. Like it and drop a comment for me if you have the time, and also feel free to share with someone. You can share it in all your social media platforms. If you would like to talk to me one-on-one, you can reach me in my other social media platforms, my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Let me just take a few seconds to explain the moisture routine. First step is to hydrate my hair, and that is still constant. After hydrating, I'll massage the liquid on my scalp and the length of my hair. Next, I'm going to use a leave-in conditioner on the length of my hair from my roots to the ends of my hair. If you have been watching my videos or you know me, you would know that I'm not a huge fan of leave-in conditioner. But for the period I want to use it, I'll use it on the length of my hair after hydrating it. After applying the leave-in conditioner, I will massage my scalp with my homemade hair growth oil. I'll just apply a reasonable amount on my scalp and I'm going to massage for a few minutes, which is usually 3 to 5 minutes, but if I have enough time, I can do more than that. Everything I just explained are still same. The only changes here is using the oil on the length of my hair. For the last 8 to 10 months that I changed my moisture routine, I don't use oil on the length of my hair. The only thing I use on the length of my hair is leave-in conditioner, hair butter, or hair grease. I use the hair butter and the hair grease alternatively. The days or the time I'll use hair grease, I don't use hair butter. So the only changes now is using the same oil I use on my scalp on the length of my hair before finally using either a hair butter or a hair grease to finally seal in the moisture. While using the butter or the grease to finally seal in the moisture, I'll make sure I focus more on the ends of my hair. This is the little change I'll be making in my routine for now. Now let me talk about the things we think don't actually matter when it comes to hair growth, but they are very important. The first one is your mindset, your emotions. Some of you already believed that your hair can't grow past a certain length because everyone in your family is at that same length. So you already believe that that is the last stage for you. That is all you can get. Even though you buy products, you do things that people tell you to do, you're just doing them because people asked you to do them, not because you actually believed that your hair can grow past that length. So the first thing you need to dish out if you're trying to grow your hair past a certain length is to tell yourself that your hair can grow more than this. The moment you tell yourself that your hair can grow past a certain length, you will see that any little effort you put in to grow your hair, you will start seeing improvements. So dish out that mindset that your hair can grow past a certain length because everyone else in your family's hair is at that same length. You can be the only person with long hair in your family if you want, but before you can achieve that, you have to change that negative mindset. And this brings me to the next point, which is loving your hair. Some of you don't love your hair, and that is the main reason you don't know what works for your hair. If you love something, you take out time to research about that thing. You take out time to study that thing to know what affects that thing negatively or positively. If you don't love and cherish your hair, you will keep on maltreating it. You will keep on treating it anyhow. You will not take out time to care for it. You will not take out time to pet it or know what works for it and what does not work. You know, when you love someone or something, you're always gentle with them. You take out time to know what they need at a particular time and try as much as possible to meet up. That is because you want to make them happy. This is how you are supposed to treat your hair. If you love your hair, you would know when to detangle. You would know when to moisturize. You know when to take down your protective style and install another one. You would know when to comb your hair and when not to use comb on it. Most people, you watch their videos or you see them around you or online, you watch their videos, you see them walk past and you like their hair. It is not because genetically they have long hair. It is because they have taken out time to know what works for their hair and what does not work. This doesn't happen overnight. It happened gradually because gradually they developed interest in growing their hair because they loved it. They researched on things they could use that works for their hair and when to use it. I have seen a lot of content creators on this YouTube, on other social media platforms that have talked about how they grew their hair and how they are the only one with long hair in their family. And it is simply because they developed interest in growing their hair because they loved it. If you love your hair, people will not have to hold your hands to tell you what to do. You will make the research yourself. You would want to try out different things until you see what works perfectly for your hair. So loving your hair is very, very, very important. Treat your hair like your pet. Number 3 is comparison. Stop comparing your hair to other people's hair. Your hair is original. It is beautiful the way it is. It is unique. It is gorgeous and it fits you so well. Love your hair the way it is. Take care of it. Enjoy the process and stop comparing it to other people's hair. People that have issues with comparing their hair mostly are those of us with low density fine hair. I used to do that a lot before now, but after a while I told myself I just need to accept my hair the way it is. I have to enjoy the process of caring for my hair and stop comparing my hair to other people's hair. The moment you start comparing your hair, the moment you start wishing your hair is like someone else's own, you will start disliking your hair. And the moment you start disliking your hair, you will not have the mind to take care of it the way you're supposed to. Some of the people I wished my hair was like their own before I started taking care of my hair. Now they wish their hair is like my own. That is because I stood up for my hair. I started taking care of it and loving it instead of comparing it to their own. That will be all for now. We'll continue in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.